daughter, Tatiana, that she was beyond fed up with Omaha's cold weather.
She told me, I want to go back to Brazil. She said she had already talked to Vanderlei and told him, I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to go back to Brazil. She was miserable there, and she wanted to have a good life again in a climate that she was adapted to.
Adding to her frustration is that although Vanderlei had permission to work in the U.S., she did not.
So at that point, she couldn't actually get full-time employment or do something outside of the home.
She took care of Christopher, make sure that he got to and from school, and just did stuff around the school where they call home.
Jacqueline's looking at this, and she realizes this is not what she signed up for. She had envisioned something totally different than this.
Without any real opportunity to get out of their makeshift home, Jacqueline feels trapped. Although Vanderlei's new construction business is flourishing, Jacqueline had recently told Tatiana that she had had enough of their improvised living arrangements.
She didn't like that they were living in the school. They were living inside this makeshift apartment inside the school, and there was not one window to the outside from within the apartment. And Jacqueline would refer to that as the cave.
The makeshift apartment that they had was home, but it was not a place that she wanted to call home.
It caused stress on their relationship and some frustrations between them because Jacqueline was very vocal that Christopher needed a yard and he needed windows in his house.
Could Jacqueline have convinced Vanderlei to finally leave Omaha? The family had talked about going to Brazil to spend the holidays with Tatiana.
Well, the last day we talked, she told me that she was not going to spend Christmas anywhere, that she was going to spend Christmas at home that year. I was going away for a few days and told her to call me at work in 2 days, but she never called. I was a little apprehensive about that, but I let it go.
Police in Omaha are now starting to suspect that the Sapanics haven't just left town on their own. They begin reaching out to the community for help.
As news of an entire family just vanishing into thin air hits town, it's disturbing people. Where is this family? Where did they go? All their stuff's here. They're not. What happened? Because families just don't vanish.
Then, police make a disturbing find. Jacqueline's car is discovered in a nearby parking lot.
The first thought that goes through your mind is something that seriously has happened to the family.
Tatiana is haunted by a joking conversation she had with her mother just before she disappeared.
My mom and I were talking, and she jokingly said, look, if I disappear, would you come find me? And I said, no, not me. You chose to go to that country, so I would just let the American vultures eat you. We both laughed. I was joking, of course.
Fearing the worst has happened, Tatiana flies to Nebraska. The community of Omaha is heartbroken and offers to help. With time running out, Diane Luna, a missing persons advocate, sets up a command center.
We just wanted people to be aware that this family was missing, and we were looking for them. And anybody that could help in any way. She knew her mother just wouldn't up and disappear without letting her know where they were going. So I think she came here knowing that something happened and she was going to stay till she found out what it was, no matter what.
I felt a deep responsibility to do something. I had to find them. When they disappeared, my thought was just to come. I didn't think about my kids, my husband, anything. Everything became.
Sure, that'd be great.
They waste little time trying to find